Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm not I don't know. I think I said I've been having some trouble sleeping recently. Like my brain is so fogged up right now. My brain is super fogged up right now. So usually I would be starting a project right now. I'd be starting like my next work project. I'd be getting going on that right away. But I am not feeling great, like to be able to process other people's words. So, so I'm gonna play Mahjong where I just can simplify some of my thoughts to like something that is manageable for a while, and then if I'm feeling better, if I'm feeling better, I'm gonna go and play. Not play. I'm gonna go and work, which is not play for sure. I'm gonna go and do some work on a project that I have right now, but I'm not feeling good. I've been having such problems with sleep. I don't know what to do. Like like 3 or 4 days ago, I just didn't sleep and I was just like wired. And then I think I had like a couple days where I think I just got like 3 hours of sleep each day, 3 or 4, because I just couldn't stay to sleep. And I just kept waking up and it was so uncomfortable. And like I don't know, I just wasn't feeling well. Like a combination of like stomach pain and like anxiety, um my head just being in a weird headspace, just like having like intense anxiety. So today, so today I'm trying to play some mahjong to calm down because it's like my safety game. It's like what I do when I want to get myself in order. It's my game for getting my life together. Even though it also ruins my life to some extent. Um I'm just gonna do like a quick Tanya shift. Tanya shift just meaning like I'm gonna go for a very simple hand without any terminal numbers, ones or nines in the hand. Because I just don't have like particularly good tiles or anything. Um Here like I'm up for furry 10, but it doesn't even really matter because what we're really trying to do in this particular hand is dodge dealing in to the person to our left, which is inevitable because I dropped the 3S. See, I'm not fully awake yet, so I can't like get it together enough. They just owned me. They just owned me. It's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. But maybe, maybe we'll get it together enough to be better prepared for playing in a little bit. Yeah. I think we can get it together. I think we can get it together. Let's see. I'm gonna drop the 1S. Mm, drop the 1S. And I'm gonna do my best with this particular hand. Let's see. 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. 9. Not too bad, right? And then you drop green here. We need to figure out what the pair is for the hand. Ideally, I draw an 8P organically, but I'm thinking of using the 9S as the pair or the 3S as the pair. It really depends on what we draw, which essentially is like I'm kind of waiting on a 7S or a 2S. And then an AP. Yeah. I'm also walking on my walking pad today. So I think it's better to wait on two tiles rather than one. Uh I'm walking on my walking pad today, so I'm trying to like get my brain jogging by not really jogging, just like fast walking. Fast walking my way to mental clarity. I've got my Uma Musume ears on from Saltless, so I feel like it's apropos, you know? Oh, nice. Nice pickup. This isn't going to count as much of a hand, to be honest. I didn't get any Ura, which I was kind of like hoping I'd get a little couple points off of that. Just because the hand is very unsatisfying. You know, it's not particularly big, but it does move this into my dealership, and that's good. I think I'm going to move this hand into a Hanetsu. We'll see. I mean, there's a lot of Manzu here, but it may just be easier to do. Honestly, it may just be easier. I could have just, instead of dropping the one, I might could have dropped the north instead. It may be easier to do like a mixed hand because I think it'll complete faster. And there's a way in which this hand probably is going to go into a Richi Pinfu with that extra Aka, the 5S bonus. That is going to be kind of helpful. So right here, I'm going to probably drop east, to be honest, even though it's my seat wind and prevalent. I just had this gut feeling, and you probably shouldn't be playing off of gut feeling, but I had this gut feeling that someone else had at least two pair. Hey, Saltless, we back to Mahjong. Yeah, at least for today, I just like my brain is like a mess right now. I just haven't been sleeping particularly well, so I need a game that's a little bit more quiet and less excitable. Which I don't know. I think maybe Mahjong is. I was just saying I'm wearing my Uma Musume ears because I'm like walking on my walking pad in my office right now as we're doing this. So it's almost like I'm a horse girl racing along a track, but it's more like I'm a tired office lady taking a stroll at her standing desk. Just a little stroll, an evening stroll. Actually, it's morning. See, this is how like that's how demented I am right now. Noise, yeah. Taking it easy. You're taking it easy today. I feel bad because, like, I really, this week, I thought I was going to have so many opportunities to stream more, but I just didn't have the energy. And I kind of don't want to talk to anyone. I don't know. You know, like a lot of people right now, I'm like following the news about VTubers right now, which I, I'm not like personally invested. It's just that, like, anytime a large corporation, um, like I think I'm invested in understanding the business side of what's going on. I'm just very interested because I'm old. You know, I'm just fucking old. And and because of my own like life experiences and work experiences, like I kind of am interested in hearing about like the ways in which the culture around startups works and how people can be exploited and like the kind of fiscally irresponsible kind of uh choices that people make and what it means to actually have like a good understanding of how to operate a business. So like I've been really following the um discussion around Bishojo stuff pretty closely, and it makes me feel so bad for the people involved because I think one of the things in life, one of the most important things that people can do is make something for others, art, um comedy, like what something that like can take someone out of the regular day. And I have a great appreciation for people who have those kinds of creative endeavors and creative perspectives and ability to create art. And I'm using the term art very broadly. I mean, like the ability to uh, kind of capture people's imaginations. I think is probably like the closest iteration of what I'm trying to say. Um, because I think that is very difficult and it's a very meaningful practice for your life is to make art or to be someone who like endeavors to not necessarily, it's kind of like entertain, but like to capture other people and take them out of the mundane in interesting ways. Hi, three faced liar. Hello. It's afternoon for you, but it's morning for me. By the way, I should just probably say it's 9:15 a.m. for me. I have not finished my first cup of coffee yet. I'm functioning on very little sleep over the last 4 days. So I'm gonna be a little bit. I'm gonna be a little bit out of it. Hello, Nasa. Hope you're well. It's 4 p.m. here. Wow, wow. Morning Mahjong, huh? Yeah. Hey, Nelson. I was just saying I've been a little bit scatterbrained because I've been like following the the corporate um uh legal narrative, but like behind like the downfall of shoujo right now. It's I don't want to put it that way because it makes it sound like such a drama, but it's mainly like how did these tech bros and like startup bros fuck up so bad? Like how did they get it so bad? Lamau, it's 8 p.m. here. Saltless. Wow, that's late. That's late. It's very early for me. Vinlo, it's 11 p.m. for you. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Yeah, it's very very early here. Well, it's not very very early. I kept waking up in the middle of the night last night, so to me, I don't know. Time is a mess. I don't know what time it is. I think like it feels like 5 a.m. to me, but it's probably because I just didn't sleep good. I was tossing and turning. Skip. Yeah. Let's drop the 8M here. I think the idea for this hand possible itsu just means straight. It's when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in a suit. In this case, bamboo for us. I'm thinking of an itsu here, and then this would be like a extra block of 4, 5, 6 sequence, and then like 1, 2. I'm hoping that this can be turned into a pair, but I don't want to like hold out just trying to make the itsu work because you have to hit that seven. You have to hit a 3, a 6, and a 7. So I've got some of that. I've got some of that. Let's do this. So I have part of it. Getting closer. And then I need a 1P. I mean, I think like trying to aim for such a narrow and very specific hand in this particular case is not necessarily a good tactic. I know I like how I'm like coaching what I'm saying. Not necessarily a good tactic. It's not a good tactic. Just be bold and say it with your full chest. Like I should not be doing this. It's too narrow. It's too narrow of a choice. Like and it's just because it's intellectually lazy. Like if I see like there's a pattern that I can adhere to, like I don't have to think as hard. I just have to try and make that pattern. Like I don't have to do like a subconscious like PSAT exams worth of probability questions in my mind about like what is the likelihood that this will happen? What is the likelihood that this will happen? I can just like be like, well, push button, make numbers match regular set of numbers like this. Lose the 1, 2P. Yeah, that would have been the way. But it just didn't make in time. Like even going towards that pattern, I was like, this is not gonna make. It's not enough. Um the 1P feels very reasonable of a drop. Because if we get a 3P, it's still 2, 3, 4. I want to drop these 7 here. As Emian Master often says, this is a game of luck, not skill. I mean, yeah, it is. It's the perfect. It's like like so many people in the Mahjong Soul Twitch community who are streamers like started playing Uma Musume, and it's because Uma Musume and Mahjong share in like a mixture of skill which is like probability based assessment analysis with complete like like chaos and luck, which is like RNG determines certain factors that you get, like what your hand is, what your horse is, whatever, like how your horse is going to do that day, whatever. But it's nice because there's just enough control and just enough RNG for it to be very appealing. It's always going to be different and it's not predictable, which is nice. Okay, so I'm gonna set a goal for today for what I want to do. I want to take at least. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I mean, so listen, if you, I mean, it's if you think about like what makes your brain like super happy, like what make you. Oh, Hazel Pippin, hello. I see 4 pairs immediately think she toy. Hazel, you and everyone else, not to curse you with it or anything. I know you and everyone else. You and everyone. Hazel's on YouTube, so Twitch chat you can't see her or him. I don't know them. Sorry, Hazel. I don't mean to misgender you. Hazel's on YouTube, and I'm just seeing them on the multi-stream, multi-chat on my end. But because Twitch has a term of service where you can't show Twitch chat next to a competing platform's chat on stream. I don't have that up, and I feel like yeah, yeah. Hazel's like obscured. I feel like they will never change that because they're like clinging on to their market differentiator as hard as like Twitch is. Twitch is clinging on to its market differentiation as hard as it can, and it needs every competitive edge that it can manage. If I see 4 pairs, Rogue says I think triplets. If I see 5 pairs, um, if I see 5 pairs, it's 7 pair now. I feel last couple of days I got like 6 first and 4 last places last 10 games. Scared, crazy. Yes, 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 yes. Um, I hate to say it, this hand also lends itself to Itsu as well, and like not to not to have like a whirlwind of topics and thoughts, but I just wanted to say I'm also like walking on a walking pad while I'm playing right now because I need to get my body and my brain moving simultaneously. And my goal for today's stream at least just to like get things going for me is that I kind of want to take like a 2-hour stroll on the walking pad today. So, like minimum today. I think I might actually break the two idea. Minimum today, I want to play for at least like 2 hours of Mahjong. Just to get my brain going and then see how I'm feeling because I do have one of my okay. So I am stepping in for a coworker to pick up extra projects. So I'm really, really busy this week and next and August 1st. So I think like one thing I really want to do is just have the opportunity to stream more, but I don't know if I can just because like I've got to do a lot of stuff. But I miss streaming, man. I miss streaming. What are you saying? Oh, I played a game today where Rogue says I played a game today where I was sent to bankruptcy hell in last place without ever dealing in. Jesus Christ. And then Binlo says, yeah, I had that today too. 6 more from my opponents in the other games were draws. I was an NPC, came last. I hate that. I hate when you never get that opportunity to actually play any hands and you don't get to hit anything. It's just like feels awful. You're just like standing there. You're like that guy at the party in the corner. You're like, they don't know that I know how to play Mahjong. It's because no one will ever get to see you play because you don't get a chance to play any hands. I mean, we've all been there. It is what it is. It is what it is. Ugh, I am so stuffed up. I need a 4 or 7p and just like looking at what's in discard, I feel like it's pretty reasonable, but the lack of pin tiles in discard suggests to me that people are hoarding their pen tiles. They need to use them for their hands. And I might be in trouble for tossing this 8p now. Yep, that's what I thought. That's what I thought because people needed those pen towels. I want to play a Horse Girls game. Solomons. Maybe we could later tonight or tomorrow if I have enough energy to stream. I'll do more Horse Girl game because I love Horse Girl game. It's unironically like actually a fantastic game. Very enjoyable as game. Hilarious as concept. Gold rooms are tricky. I don't think they are. It's just they're very annoying to get out of. They're not necessarily tricky. Like they're like the game itself is never like tricky. It's just annoying, tedious, and annoying. Let me drop the 1S. I have terrible luck in it though. Oh, and Solomon, do you have terrible luck in Horse Girl game? Maybe you need to wipe your account. Start over from scratch. Start over from scratch. Get rid of your Horse Girls. Begin anew. You get masters looking there and they don't discard after your receipt. Yeah. But I mean, you know, some of the reason that there are masters in Gold Room is because they're not doing well in Jade Room and they need a place to hide where they won't be punished as much if they get into third or last place. Because it is very punishing. Let me drop the success. I get a chance. Actually, maybe drop East first. In short, gamble-based game is GOAT game. Yeah. Gamble-based game is best game. Imagine the first 3-star blue spark only after 180 career runs. And it'd be Wit, which you accidentally had 600. That is so funny. Oh god. Yeah, I know Saltless like got addicted to Horse Girl game. I saw your Twitter post. I was like, oh girl. Just let it be. Just let the Horse Girl game take over your life. And I think the last time I streamed like 2 days ago, I was streaming a Horse Girl game and I like took a break in the middle. I was not feeling good. I was like on very little sleep. I was so out of it. I kind of want to talk about IRL horse girling because so I restarted learning. I'm gonna just talk about this life stuff in the middle of playing Mahjong because we're in 4th position now essentially, and I don't have anything going for me in this particular game, so whatever. You just get to hear about my personal life now. So I restarted learning how to ride horses after my accident. I fell off a horse. So essentially, what you need to know is I fell off a horse. I broke my arm. I got surgery. Vinlo says, I heard the Horse Girl game is absolutely raking in profits. Absolutely. I mean, why wouldn't it? The conceit is both ridiculous and great. You know, like it's it's difficult not to make money off of this game if you were the developers. And like, frankly, they did a really good job with animations. You know, TBH. Except for the text animations, which are very, like, 1990s. But that's okay. That's okay. Anyway, I was talking about horse girling. So, like, I came back to riding horses. I had, like, several months away from it, and I feel like I'm starting from scratch. And I am essentially starting from scratch, because when I started learning how to ride horses, which was this year, in, like, December, January of this year, so a couple months ago, 8 months ago, I started learning how to ride. Whoops, I misclicked. God damn it. I meant to click 1M. I'm like walking and talking. I'm just walking and talking. I started trying to learn how to ride a horse in January of this year, and I started learning English style. So there's two styles of riding that are predominant in North America: English and Western. English and Western. English style has a very simplistic paddle. It's not paddle, saddle. Sorry. See, do you see like what I'm talking about not having enough coffee to be awake right now? I am like fumes. English has a very simplistic saddle. It's usually associated with certain equine sports like dressage, like, like fancy hunter jumper stuff. I don't know. Fancy shit. High kiss, high dark slayer. And Western is like associated with being a little cowpoke, like you're roping a cattle and you're on a ranch and shit. And the saddle is different. It's bigger, it's bulkier, it's got a horn which you can grip onto. Like the English saddle is just literally like a slim piece of leather that kind of matches the form of the horse, and you're just kind of like on it. The Western saddle is a little bit more meant for comfort for you to sit there for a really long time because you have to imagine yourself being a little cowpoke. So I'm learning how to ride Western now, and it's so disorienting because all my instincts from riding English are wrong here. And I also, because I'm starting over after having an accident and having not ridden for a while. I know this is good. This is very good. We're making it up. I think we can catch up. I'm gonna try and very desperately steal second in this last bit of the game. Because I'm like starting over again, and like my body has like forgotten how to sit and how to do stuff. So for the first couple of lessons I was having in the new place where I'm taking lessons, I was incredibly frustrated with myself. Which is, I just think it's not very productive. It's not very productive to be frustrated when you're trying to learn something because it's just like it's just an emotional state that doesn't lend to your ability to improve your position, and it doesn't make you feel better. It makes you feel worse. So there's nothing about it that's actually going to help you learn if you just engage with frustration. Hey, Project Kate. So I'm trying to be a little bit more chill. I had like a good lesson last weekend. The trouble I'm having right now is remaining like in Western riding, you want to kind of be like a little bit more back, put your weight more back, so that you're not gonna you're not leaning forward. Because if you lean forward, the horse thinks that you're coming out of the saddle. And some of the horses that are really well trained, they're like, "Oh no, my rider's gonna fall off and they're gonna die. I better stop." And some horses are like, "Yeehaw, time to go run." So, but your goal in Western is to like, keep your seat and keep the weight of your body and your center of gravity backwards, so that you're seated very firmly and concretely in your saddle. So I'm working on that. I'm working not like leaning forward. I'm working on not like shrimping up, curling up, because I think like when you get on a really like a giant animal like a horse, and you're like really high up in the air and you're not in control of like how fast you're going, like you are not the one motoring around, it's the horse motoring around. Everyone's kind of immediate instinct is to shrimp up and protect their core so that they look like a little golem on a horse. I naturally don't do that, thank God. But like now that I've had this accident, I've started doing it. I like shrimp up. Solomon, shrimp up. Yeah, you just start curling in on yourself. Suddenly you got like tech neck. So I'm really working. Like I have another lesson this weekend, and I'm like spending this. I'm spending my work day and like my evenings trying to remember to like, okay, like stand up tall, shoulders back, stand up back. Make sure your hip is aligned with your knee, is aligned with your foot. Keep your heels down. Like that's the number one thing you get yelled at for in riding. They're all every trainer is always like, keep your heels down. Put your heels down. So I have to. I'm like constantly thinking that. And then the other thing I'm working on is like core muscles. So I'm thinking like, okay, force my belly, like suck my belly button into my spine. So if you imagine it, like you have to like direct another animal when you're riding a horse, and you have like 20 different body commands that you have to follow, so that you don't like roll off a horse and just like tumble around like a little rag doll on the ground. So for today, while I'm playing Mahjong, I'm gonna keep thinking things like heels down. I'm like making a conscious effort to like put more weight on my heels, suck my belly button into my spine, and have shoulders back. It's good for posture. It does make me feel foolish. So that's like my mindset for today. So you can imagine, just imagine I'm playing Mahjong, I'm walking on a walking pad, and mentally I keep telling myself to just suck my belly button into my spine and become like a perfectly tall, straight snake. So that when I'm in the saddle, I don't tumble off it and fall off. These are my thoughts. These are my thoughts as I play. And also, like, what are Mahjong hands again? Buh, buh, buh. Buh, buh, buh. What are Mahjong hands? Only thank you for subscribing with your Prime.
Lily just
thank
subscribed
you.
with Prime.
Thank you. That's so nice of you. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you. Thank you for the primies. Let me put up the 1P. Oh, this is kind of nice. Like as a starting hand on this new game. Like a pair of Dora already with the red. And I feel like the choices that we have to make are relatively straightforward. So I always appreciate that. My brain's like my brain's not awake yet. I still haven't finished my cup of coffee, which is also another goal I have for today's stream is like I want to finish my cup of coffee. I want to walk for 2 hours so I can get my body and my mind working. I want to play at least 2 hours of Mahjong because I haven't played in a while. Makes me feel sad when I don't play. And I wanna like get my yap on, you know? Get my yap on. I'm be a little yapper. That's my rap name, Lil Yapper. Because I feel like I haven't talked with people. Oh my god. I really need to work on socializing outside. I was like, this. I played MJS yesterday. My butt is still hurts. Oh no. I'm sorry. I guess everyone's been having like a rough time in Mahjong. If you are, may the Mahjong gods bless you and give you, you know, like much better flow in the next few days. May the flow arrive in your hands. Who even socializes anymore, kid? I'm trying to because I have to do like shit, you know? Like I have to do shit, you know? Like for example, this is a really embarrassing admission. So I need you guys to go with me here and not make fun of me for this. But ever since COVID, I forgot my debit card PIN number, okay? During the course of COVID, okay? I forgot what it was. And for the past 5 years, I have not been able to use my debit card to withdraw cash money from ATMs or from the bank because I don't remember my PIN card. And because of social anxiety and a desire never to be seen in the sunlight by other human beings, I just didn't want to go to the bank and get this fixed. Sounds like no problem for me. Yeah, because in this day and age, you don't need to use cash money most of the time. But here's the thing. I have some very enterprising nephews who are trying to get paid. One of them is like a teen and they need gas money, and the other one is like not a teen at all. They're younger. They're younger. But you know, they're just trying to make some money to like, you know, buy things that they want. And I want to support them in that. And also I don't want to do some very tedious tasks at my house, like with landscaping. Because my arm isn't like, you know, at 100% and it's really hot. So I want to pay them to do like little, you know, like yard work tasks for me. And like, you know, they don't have bank accounts. They're like, young kids. So I want to give them cash so they can spend it wherever they want. Like, so that was my goal. So I was like, okay, I need to be able to give my nephew like this amount of cash because I need him to do something for me. I want him to go like um pick blueberries and like get me like this or that. So I want to give him cash. So I needed to get my debit card number. Yeah, not anymore. Should have a card already. Maybe they should. It would be easier if they did because like one time we were at a restaurant, my nephew like turned to me and they were like, "Aunt Kias." I was like, "Yes, nephew. Yes, nephew." And they were like, "Um, I need $2 in quarters." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, I need $2 in quarters because I want to get a tattoo from the gumball machine at the restaurant." And I was like, I had never been asked. Like this was years and years ago, and my nephews were like tiny little itty bitty kids, you know. And I had never been asked for money from a child before, and I was like, "You, no one asks me. I'm baby. I'm baby. No one asks me for money. I ask others for money." But now I'm like, yeah, I gotta support the I gotta support the entrepreneurial efforts of this child. You know that they're doing their best. They're doing their best. They just want to buy Pokemon cards. What they want to do. Gotta support it. Last time I used cash was when I was traveling to Japan last year. I know Japan's still very cash based, but I think like I know China's very like phone based. It's all about the tap. It's all about the scan. US is like half and half. Like depending on where you are in the states, like you might be in the future living off of Apple Pay, or you might be traveling through somewhere and they just don't have any sort of tappable. You still have to swipe, which is crazy to me. Um, but yeah, I made myself after 5 years this week go to the bank and ask for them to change my PIN. And I thought it was gonna be like a multi-day. I'd have to like be like, I need to talk to the bank manager. You know, like I'd have to like Karen out and like do a thing where I have to associate with a elderly man with a tie who has like opinions about what I should do with my money. But apparently, Apple Pay no such thing in my country. Yeah, Apple Pay is big in some cities in the states. I thought I would have to do like this whole like razzmatazz, you know, like tap dance to get this debit pin number. But apparently the person who was at the front desk of the bank who was helping me and she got me done. Like she got my pin like sorted and everything done for me in like 3 minutes. Shout out Karen, that was literally her name. Shout out Karen, she was amazing. Um she was very speedy and she also could understand that as an elderly millennial I do not want to look people in the eye. I just want to get in the bank and get out and leave and not interact with other humans. She could tell that, but she told me in that 3 minutes that it's actually been after COVID. So many people have forgotten their debit card ATM PIN numbers because they just haven't used their cards in a while. And like something about like that period, like people just didn't use debit cards. So like she has to do this regularly. I was so shocked. I was like, wow. And she was like, yeah, I know. So don't, you know, I had like, she was like, so this is pretty normal. Like, you know, this happens all the time now. And I was like, oh, okay. So, so now you know. The United States is full of people who can't remember a very important set of 6 digits that helps them access their financial stuff, you know, whatever. I got that resolved. 6, damn, yeah, 6. A lot of numbers. Okay, let me just do this. Drop the east. I need to blow my nose so bad. Uh, I don't know what happened. I was like, I went over to hang out with family, and we were all like singing karaoke. And I also sang, which I have a deeper voice when I sing, and it's not a voice that's always in key. I'm just gonna admit it's not a voice that's always in key, but I have a deeper voice for a woman, for a woo moon. I have a deeper voice, and by the end of the karaoke session with the family, like my voice was so shredded. I sounded like a chain smoker, but you guys already know that. Like sometimes when I talk too much, I start sounding like, "Hey kids, you got any cigarettes?" Like I got a real rasp. In the meantime, I still remember all the numbers of my passports. Someone, do you remember all the numbers in your passports? Yeah, I remember when we had to memorize phone numbers. Oh my god, Salmon, I know, disciple Salmon, I know. And I used to be able to rattle those off. I'd be like, "This is my parents' house. This is my best friend's house. This is how I call XYZ person. This is like the district attorney of Columbia's phone number." Like I used to be able to rattle that off like super easy. But now, not so much. Like memorizing a set of 6 numbers is difficult now. I forgot it within 5 years. And I just never tried to fix that during that time. But I'm trying to improve myself, trying to better myself, become better, faster, stronger. So that's what we're working on today. I just looked down. It's been 43 minutes of walking. There we go. We still have another hour and 15 minutes, 17 minutes to go. Oh, guys, do you think our reliance on technology is making our memories way worse? Because I sometimes fear, and by sometimes fear, I mean I'm always afraid that like key data that I need is kind of inaccessible because the computer has made me stupider. To be fair, I would prefer to remember numbers rather than names. Oh, I can't remember names for the life of me. I think it's because like, oh, nice. Drop myself. Heyo. Nicey. There we go. Oh, totally. I used to know how to spell check Rooney. Yeah. I never knew how to spell, so spell check was a real bro when it. I think one of the things is like I think I used to read like from this library that had a lot of books that had been printed. It was a weird library place, but it had a lot of books that had been printed in different countries like the UK and Australia and Canada. So one of the reasons I can't spell is because I can never tell whether like I don't remember which is the American spelling of things, like the state the the Kokona method of spelling versus like the method of spelling that every other country uses, because America like cuts U's and does all sorts of things. Um, so my spelling's always like this like weird Anglo mix of like spelling combinations that doesn't really make sense. There's no like rhyme or rhythm to it. Ooh. Okay, I'm trying to stretch out my arm. My arm hurts. It's our favorite thing to do. I know. It's so annoying because like why can't we just be on the metric system like everyone else and just have a uniformity that would make the global experience easier. For real, I know. Actually, I believe like I was talking to something like they did try switching Americans to the metric system in the 70s and it did not work. Like people were just like, we refuse. Interestingly, in the UK, in the 70s, I think it was like 1971, they switched people from like the old British currency system with like shillings and pence into a more like decimal based, like the kind of like American based one, like 10, 10, 50, like 5, 10, 25. 50 whatever pence. You keep it to make the whole world make fun of some absurd metrics. Yeah. Yep, 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 yep. Let's try 9 and 1s here. Uh, okay, I'm stretching out my arm. Trying to be stretching out my arm. I was in physical therapy the other day. My physical therapist made me do this. He made me like just like like toss a hammer around, like to get better like wrist strength. Like I had like a hammer in hand, and he was just like, "I want you to just wave that hammer around." and and the I think I was like scaring the little old lady that was next to me. I think I was scaring the lady next to me who was like an elderly woman who had fractured her wrist or something. I was just like swinging this hammer around, and she was like, "Um, could she do that slower?" I could. Actually, it's harder to do that kind of movement with your wrist if you're like trying to like swing a weight back and forth with your hand slower rather than faster. So I was being bad. I was like slamming that hammer back and forth because it was easier to do that way. But I needed to like really slow down, and that would have benefited me a little bit more. So she was right. She was right. But joke's on her, my physical therapist never caught me. He was too busy because he has too many clients because everyone's breaking all their stuff. Man, when I'm at my physical therapist place, they usually it's like a huge room, and they're usually working with like more than one person at a time. So they'll be like just like pointing to me and like the seven other little old ladies that are there. You're like, okay, here, rotate to this station, rotate to this station, rotate to this station. Now you're doing this. Now you're doing this. Now you're doing this. And like the exercises that we do for physical therapy are always so goofy. It's like he's he's like, okay, Tina, I'm gonna need you to take this Tupperware of small foam cubes, and I want you to dump them out on this table, and you're going to move one foam cube at a time back into the Tupperware. Go! And he like time them. Another lady was like pinching silly putty for like 2 minutes on a timer. That's what physical therapy is. It's fun and yet silly little exercises. But they're good for you because our bodies fall apart as we age, and you gotta do stretches and shit, or you're gonna wake up one day and try and get out of bed, and your back is gonna hurt, and then the next thing you're crawling on the floor trying to get your pants on because you can't move because you pulled something in your back and you got to go to work. Blah 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 blah. That's what aging is. It's the realization that your body is working against you. Ooh, nice. I forgot that I'm not too far from getting back into Master One. Oh, whoops. Cat was murdered. Yeah. Let me claim these real quick. I might take a quick break. I want to get some more water. So if it's cool with, I mean, I don't really care what I was gonna say. If it's cool with you guys, I'll take a break. It doesn't matter what you guys want. We're taking a break. I gotta get some water. I'll be right back. We're gonna go on the be right back screen. Like, you go get your water. You do a stretch. Make sure you're not shrimping it up. Yeah, that's right. I don't care about you guys. Be right back. 3 minutes or less. I'm back. I'm back. I got water. I think we're still on commercials, but I think you get the point. We're back. I'm gonna just like quickly just check what my 1586 out of 2000 on expert 3. So we're like not too far off from getting back into master 1 ostensibly, hopefully. I'm just going to try and like push for today's stream to see if we can get back into master 1. But if we don't, there's always next time. There's always next time. But that would be like 4 to 8 games where you get first or second place, I guess. Maybe 3 to 7. Okay. Trying to stretch my arms out. Honestly, if you could see me right now, I look like I'm Naruto running because I'm trying to like push my arms back so I can get like a good stretch in. I look like I'm Naruto running, but it's more like Naruto walking. uh, okay, drop the north, drop the north, drop the north. Yeah, let's drop red here. 3M drop, I think would be good. Oh, actually 2P drop. 2P drop good. 2P drop good. 2P drop good. 3M drop good. This is right choice. This is correct choice. Okay. I think 1S is the next drop. Because, like, here you have the 4, 5, 6. If you get a 3 for the 1, 2, 3, that also fits a 2, 3, 4. So there's, like, this extra 4S here. And then, like, maybe we could do a 4, 5, 6 SSK, possibly. If we were thinking about max hand value for round 1. But I think it's, like, too early in this particular game to call it yet. It's just, like, a little bit early. It's just early. Let's do this. Possible IPK here. Possible 4, 5, 6 IPK. I might make a slight adjustment in this hand. We'll see. Because I was hoping for like an SSK, 4, 5, 6 SSK. But there's a way in which the 5Ps can also work as a pair in this hand. So I'm doing a Tanya shift, a simple hand shift where I might just try and steal this because we're on the second here. We're going for something like this. Let's try. I think we're gonna try this. Hold on. Unexpected. And I think like because of Toyman's dropping of bamboo tiles, I think I might be able to press someone to drop the 4-7 S. I'm very interested in whatever the fuck. Best laid plans of my cement. They had a Hanetsu in their hand. It's not that bad because it's only like a little bit less than 4K, but I would have preferred not, you know? But it's my dealership. We can try and make it up. We could try Hanitsuing ourselves with this. And I think I will. I'm just gonna like push it. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I'm really committed to this Hinitsu in a big, big way. Like, I proposed in front of a crowd of 3,000, and now we need to now I need to reevaluate whether this is gonna work. It's gonna work. You got to work, girl. You gotta work. Uh, you got to work. Okay. Let's and we're really telephoning, telegraphing, not telephoning. Hello, ring, 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 banana phone. Hello, that would be telephoning. Telegraphing. We're really telegraphing what we're doing in this hand. That's okay. I mean, I'm not trying particularly hard because I just overcommitted to this hand early on. That's okay. Just figure it out. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. 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 5S we could drop. 5S we could drop. Actually, it's a good thing we did not drop 5S. Rescind my previous statement. It was good that we did not drop the 5S. I thought it was going to be safe because that person dropped it, but I was wrong, and I'm glad I'm wrong. Nothing bad happened to me. Everything bad happened to them. Ta-da! Okay, let me drop the south. Okay. Drop this. Let's do this. How do I want to play this hand? I don't know. There's a possible 3-4-5. Not really. I was gonna say like 3-4-5 SSK question mark 4-5-6 SSK question mark. Okay. Hmm. What do we do? What do we do here? Drop this. Neo SSK allowed. Yeah, Neo SSK allowed. Neo. I think we 6P drop next, maybe. Probably. Drop. Okay, let's drop this. Okay, 4M. Yeah, 4M, okay. Okay. We could take a pun of 8M or 6S and then just like wait out the 2-5P. Uh-huh. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, we'll do this. 4-7S weight. It's 4-7S is not my favorite weight, but sometimes you just gotta do it, you know? Like people are not usually dropping 4s and 7s in game. Okay. 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 Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go. I wanna believe. I wanna believe. It's gonna be a 4-7, please. Do it. Do it. Drop the 4-7. I'm trying to do the Bene Gesserit voice. Drop the 4-7. That's not it. That's not it. I can do it. I can do the space witch voice. Hold on. Drop the 4-7. I can if I try really hard, I can do it. I can figure it out. Or I can hiccup, one of the two. Or I can sneeze. Oh my god. Sorry. Oh, I did the sneeze. It brought the 70s. Wow. 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 No, Dark Slayer. Just get it yourself. Oh, we did one. I know. We just we just walked to the store and got it ourselves. we didn't have that delivered. Just walked to the store and got it ourselves. The old-fashioned way. How it used to be done, you know. Let's drop the 2M first. I did sneeze and give myself whiplash, though. That was part of it as well. So who's the real winner here? Girl with whiplash or the world? I'm the winner. I don't do much on. Solomance is like smoking a cigarette at the end of the street. I don't do drugs, kid. Ugh. Solomance. If you're not playing Mahjong, you are the real winner. That's a that's a Chad move. The rest of us are what is it that I don't even want to engage with internet language anymore. I'm gonna create my own discourse of brain rot that's just specific to me. Just original brain rot. Oh, let's try dropping the Norths. Okay. Ooh. Skip it. Believe. Hmm. We do this. Scuba Speed, long time no see. It's good to see ya. It's good to see ya. Hope you've been doing well. Drop the AP. I think I like went off course with the plan for this hand. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, me demand Baimon. I don't think you get to make any demands, Nelson. I don't deal with terrorists in chat. Okay. I don't negotiate with terrorists. All right. Yes. Hey, Shirley. Long time no see. I hope you've been doing good. I'm doing great. Just watched a video where a one-off joke I wrote in a stream chat became a recurring bit. That's cool. That is very cool. What an awesome ears you got there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. You know who made these? Hold on. I should probably have Okay. So our concept artist, Saltless, who's linked here in the little command that I just did, because she did the concept art for this model, she made me this gift. She made me these little Uma Musume ears, customized for me. Very nice of her. Excellent, excellent artist, excellent person. And I'm gonna wear them until we get done with Uma Musume. You know, when we stop being Uma Musume fans. I'm so hooked. I'm like, I know. Horse Girl, who knew Horse Girl Racing was gonna be the best? I mean, Who could have guessed? So forever. Yeah, so forever. Surely you're so not hooked on that game. That's okay. So Kias is now a snake horse. Yep. Note that down, by the way. Note that down. Write that down. It's part of the lore now. um yeah, I think like it has this, the game has this like massive hitbox, and then for some people it just completely doesn't hit. It is a very addictive game, though. I will say, like if you're Snake Horse girls are the best, to be honest. Yeah. Half snake, half girl. 100% actual monster. So who's your favorite horse and why is it Tokai Tayo? Scuba Beam! You know my favorite horse is Tokai Tayo. It is. That actually is my favorite horse. That's my favorite horse. I also like Grass Wonder. I like Nice Nature. I like King Halo. Yeah. It's my favorite horses. Yeah. Tayo is one of my favorites. And then I learned the story of the real horse and I was like, wow. What a survivor. One day I hope to grow up to be this horse. Let's check this south here. I'm down to like 5 horses need to beat the finale and 5 left to unlock. Damn, that's awesome. It's a lot of horses. It's a lot of horses in the old stable. Hmm. I'm something of a gamer. I've got all the horses. I'm something of a gamer. Yeah, let me just drop the 8M here. Missed SSK 789. I thought about it. It's rough. It's rough. This particular game, like I'm having a hard time making choices because I just feel like it's not like very. Ooh. We have to give up on waiting on the 4. There's no 4s left, so I'm just making a conscientious decision to abandon this part of the hand. We'll see if we can get something better. Yeah, possibly. I'll gamble on this in endgame, waiting on a 1-4. Oh, too bad, too bad, too bad, too bad. It was a good gamble. I want to say it was a good gamble. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I want to drop red here. Okay. Um, let's drop 1S. Hmm. Try to see if I can like provoke this hand into becoming like a IPK with the 2-3-4. I don't know why I use the term provoke like that. That's not how you use provoke. Come on. Read a book, Kias. Come on. Let me drop the 4P. Then we'll figure it out from there. I kind of want to keep this white. So like the Haru Super Lover irks me. I might be the only hater. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sure you're not the only hater. It's just like, she could be a more winning horse. She's got one thing she does. It's dirt tracks, okay? And like she needs flexibility. I think the thing is, like, if you're a horse that just doesn't have flexibility to run on other types of tracks, maybe racing is just not for you. Can't just specialize in dirt. Can't just be a dirt horse. Guys, if you don't know the meta, Urahara, the horse, can only run on dirt tracks. And she sprints, and that's about all she does. Ura is a mascot. She does one thing and it's losing the anime. Oh no. Did they Zimon? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, it was a nice try. I think I had a really good hand. It was like a 3-sided weight, too. You mean Urakina? Arimakina. I mean, like, sometimes, I don't know. I just like excellence and success. Obviously, as a horse. I do get annoyed with Nice Nature's false, like, modesty about being a good horse. Like, I think if you've got it, flaunt it, you know? It is what it is. Haters gonna hate. What can I say? Best horse, you know? Like, you should just go with it, man. That's why I'm a King Halo fan. One day I will make Aurora win Arima Keenan. Surely, yeah, surely that's gonna happen. I mean, actually, it could happen. It's just highly unlikely, but you could through like an insane horse breeding program, legendary inspirations, you know, like an insane supporting cast of other cards, make it work, you know, like make it work, but it's not as likely, man. I didn't like the Super Creek. I'm sick for 15 turns and we'll fill out the training arc. Yeah, just invest into it. She's pretty easy to win her. You are you with it? Yeah, it's not bad. It's just like Speed wants to get a really specific race down, the one that you're kind of set up to fail. Or it just needs to be bakashined. Gotta be bakashined into excellence. Let me throw away the TP. Probably deal in, but survive. We live to see another day. Hmm. Okay, look down. I've got 75 minutes on the walking pad. Pretty good. 22 hours. I feel like my brain is awakening. Like my ability to use words correctly and syntactically correctly, definitionally correctly is like, well, you know, I just evidence that it wasn't wasn't working at all. But it was getting better from where we started earlier in this morning. So I'm kind of pulling it together. The brain's waking up a little bit. I have not finished my coffee though. That's my main problem. Like, I don't know about you guys. I brew like 7 cups around me when I work. Like 7 to 10 cups of different beverages that I mostly finish. I need to start dedicating my life to finishing the drinks that I bring to my office. I can't just keep accruing more glasses and more water bottles and more coffee mugs like around me. Like I'm that girl from Signs. Like I'm trying to ward off the aliens. M. Night Shyamalan, am I right, guys? This is a deep cut. I need you to remember this film. I need you to go back in your memory holes and remember this film. The aliens in Signs, like people or animals with rabies, are afraid of water. I need you to remember that to understand this deep cut I'm making right now as I'm getting hyped off of my. The anime is surprisingly good, kind of Yuri coded, but we chill with that. Yeah. You know what anime is really Yuri coded that is actually really good? And I think it's a good, you know, in the genre, it's a good reanalysis of like, it's a good attempt at speaking to the bad relationship tropes that are in anime. What the Yuri, the harem Yuri anime, like I could never be your lover unless blah 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 dot dot dot. It has an ellipses in it. It's about this. Have you seen this? It's on YouTube for freezies. You can look it up. It's about this shy gamer girl who who really wants to make friends, and she accidentally gets the most popular girl to fall in love with her, but she's just like constantly trying to convince this woman like we could just be best friends, please. You would be the best friends. So they like have a deal where they're like trying to make it work, where like the popular girl is like, okay, half the time we could be dating, and the main character is like, half the time though, best friends doing best friend shit. Matthew, your anime is Bloom Into You. Multiple people have told me to get into Bloom Into You. Where do I find it? I wanted to, but I'm in Guam and the uploaded block here. Bloom Into You is peak. Manga's peak as well. Okay. Wait, I'm gonna have to look into this. I feel like you guys have told me just look into Bloom Into You before. And you guys, I think everyone said across the board in chat that it was like a very nice romance. You watched it on High Dive? I'll look for it at some point. I I actually have laundry going right now, so one of the things I usually do when I'm folding laundry very, very slowly is watch anime. So maybe I'll do that today. Though I have to watch the last episode of I have like one more episode to go. I should have dropped the 1P instead. Yeah. I should have dropped the 1P instead. I'm so stupid. But anyway, what I was gonna say is I still have to finish the last episode of season 2 of the oh, I'm so sorry. I'm having like a brain like collapse. Not anthropologist, not archaeologist. The person who deals with weeds and shit, medicines. Apothecary. Thank you, Scuba Speed. The Apothecary Diary. I have to watch the last episode of the season. I've just been putting it off. I don't know why. I think it's mainly because I've been putting off laundry. I've just been putting off doing laundry. That's the real thing. But today is the day for laundry and anime. Such a good season finale. I heard. I'm really looking forward to it. Let's see. Season 3 when? I don't know, but probably soonish. Let's try to eat us. Okay. That's pretty good. Start success. It's the most isolated tile. Wish I could watch more anime. Yeah. I wish I had time to too. Excuse me, when did you get back to Guam? I thought you were in Alaska. Okay, not the 5P. Early drop on this. It's actually kind of precarious because I think the person across from me could be doing like some sort of, they probably aren't, some sort of Hinitsu. They aren't. Let's not fight for the same 7M. I was thinking about doing an Itsu, but it's not worth, honestly. Okay. Work. Looks like we're gonna be stuck here for a few more weeks. Ooh. I've got like 4 different shows I'm watching this summer, so I'm all good with waiting. I'm slacking at home and not really watching lately. Yeah. I'm always slacking at home. Actually, that's a lie. I've been on a decluttering frenzy. I watched way too much cleaning YouTube. And for like a brief moment in time, I became incredibly motivated to clean out my house, and I did. I decluttered everything. I did one good deep clean, Now the house is back to being covered in cat hair, so I gotta vacuum again. This cycle continues. Life overcomes will, and there's nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. I'm getting paid per diem, and there's next to no work, so basically a paid vacation. That's kind of nice. Hope the weather's nice, and you get to chill comfortably. Let's do it. 369, kind of nice, open. Wait, will we get it? I don't know. I don't think so, but I want to believe. There's a monsoon like right next to that. Oh no.
SP4R just followed.
Thank you for following. Call me Star. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you're having a good day. Okay, let's see. Drop south here. And before that, I could watch the whole Purkua season in 3 days. Getting older, yeah. Solomon, I feel that because like I think now in my ancient year, like now that the eons have passed, like I have less ability to just marathon through television shows, anime episodes. Like I just don't. It's either attention span or like just commitment. Like I just get up and go. Holy shit! It's getting older. I mean, it's 50 episodes though. Yeah, the 50 episodes. I was like, that's way too much of a commitment. I don't have that much time. I can't. I have to try and get some sleep at least. When I don't get sleep, I'm like this. Thoughts racing, mouth blabbing. Not good. Not good. Success. I have this much time usually. It's nice. Nice. Stretching. I'm gonna do a stretch. Uh, Waiting on this 2246 to kind of resolve itself. I'm hoping to, because this is a simple hand, I'm hoping I can just like pun a 2p and just wait out a 456 or something like that. That would be really nice. But especially since 5M is the safe discard, given what Toyman has, they've recheat and they have the 5M in their discard pile. We'll see. Let's not reachy. Let's just play it chill. Play it chill. Just be cool. Not me actually avoiding sleeping at 3 at midnight 30 with work tomorrow morning. Oh, Solomon seems to think that's gonna be fine. So I really like my odds here, so I just decided to reach you for the odds for the extra points. It's a little bit greedy. Summon Shen shape, yeah. And a Zuma on the draw. Thank you so much. Am I here all night? I want to thank God. I want to thank my family. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Come Easy. Easy. You just gotta dominate them. Dang, yeah. Just gotta dominate from the beginning. Just be strong. Ayo? It's not an Ayo, Scuba Speed. Calm down. Let me drop the 2M2P, I think, is like the way. Do a game. Yeah, I think I can do this one more time. Maybe. We'll see. Uh Okay. Let's pawn this. Little 8S drop. Deranged, goofy, and I do it again. Yeah. I need a sip of water. 7. Okay. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Wait on the 3, 6. Got this, got this. Maybe don't got it, but maybe we could get it. Yep. The mo- I don't know why I'm Citizen Kane clapping for myself, but I just feel so victorious, so strong. My muscles bulging, flexing on my foes. Okay. I have the 1S here. I probably could have dropped north first, TBH. TBH, to be honest. Come on. Don't use acronyms. Use full terms. Snake, don't use acronyms. Use the real word. Come on. 1P, okay. I think we drop red. Okay, 7, 8, 9. Really nice. Okay, skip it. Reachy. Play it cool. Play it cool. We got this. We got this in the bag. We just need someone to drop west. I feel like it's easy. Unless it's trapped in the wall, then it's not easy. Then it's not easy. But it might be easy. Okay. It wasn't easy. Only 2 Han though. I don't mind. Guess what, guys? We finally got into East 2. We've been in East 1 this whole time. Okay. I think probably dropping green. Okay. Yeah, that's good. This is nice. We're Ishan 10. We're Ishan 10. It's cool. It's chill. I need a 3-6M, a 5-8S. And then I don't know, whatever. So let's just hope it works out. M drop. Okay. Nice. I will collect on that and I will go. It's kind of unfair. I have dominated this game. But, you know, what can I say? I'm just lucky. Just lucky. It's not unfair. You're too good at this game. Wow, Darkslayer. Wow. Paid chatter. Am I right, guys? Paid chatter. Paid chatter. Darksayer, take this 20 under the table. I need you to say something nice about me again in an hour to pick up my spirits when I inevitably fall. Oh, let's drop this. Giz loves cheat toy. Oh my god, that's why he's trying to bribe me into a cheat toy. He's trying to use his honeyed words to convince me a cheat toy is the way. It's not the way. It's not the way. 9p drop. Okay. East drop, I think, is fair. Let's see. Drop east again. I wanna believe. I just wanna believe I'm really good at this game. Da 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 da. Ooh. Okay. Just look down. I've been on this treadmill for 94 minutes. 94 minutes. That's a hour and a half. Only 30 more minutes on the treadmill to go. I do feel like my brain works better. Like if I do this, I just yap and walk and talk and keep my mind and body moving. Flippery floppery, thank you. Thank you for people clapping. Thank you for people clapping. Now we lay back and watch everyone fight for a second or third. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, the thing is, the only person who can defeat me at this table is myself. If I just manage to not, like, deal into any big hands or self-sabotage by greeting out like I tend to do, we're probably gonna be fine. So we just gotta be cool. You know, that's all we have to do is just chill. Snake horse snores. Yep, Stray. I'm a snores. Your favorite snores is snores. Your favorite snores is snores. With the 100k point achievement, it beckons. Let's go. We could, I mean, we can try for it. It's just that I worry that we would knock someone out before we got 100k. Like to get that much, I have like a really careful plan. A snores is a snores, of course, Yep. Ooh, oh, so close. This person almost got knocked out. South 1, okay. I think we drop 1S here. Kami's on the verge of death, I know. They look into our eyes, but they see nothing. There's simply nothing there. I'm just hoping that we can just like steal this from them quickly. Just one casual dealers, yeah, come on, yeah. I think the thing is like look at the hand material though. It's a little bit of odds and ends. I think it's gonna take a lot longer to do than, you know, it's gonna take a lot longer to pull together. So don't expect any miracles. Drop the 9M. I think that's good. Hold. Like 7S could be the pair for this hand, but like I don't know how many times I can I don't know how many times I can hit like a 3P 3M, like a 3 consistently enough to get the 1-2-3s. So I'm gonna drop one of the 1-2-3s. Because if I get a 3M, 3-4-5 would be a good use of the Akka in Manzu's house. 5 more minutes. Let's try the 2M. Ooh, that's a nice pickup there. I'm just gonna do a little shift here. Just try and make the whole hand, the hand as a whole, I should say. The hand as a whole a little bit easier to get. Which is good because this person had a whole stack of 3Ps. My god. What a greedy little bugger, you know? Do that. Ooh, skip. South. Skip. 4S, okay. I think we're getting closer. 7S still the pair option, I think. Hmm. Wait. Wait, hold. No, wait, I shouldn't have dropped that. No, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Chillax, self. We got this. We got this. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Hmm. Okay, okay. We could do this. Hmm. One S drop. Skip. Skip. Okay. Okay, 5P drop now. Oh, okay. My treadmill just shut off. My treadmill just shut off. That's cool. I guess we're not walking anymore. That's cool. I mean, an hour and 38 minutes of walking, 40 minutes of walking is like pretty good. It's pretty good. Let me I'm gonna I'm gonna play this game just like standing, but I'm gonna like have to readjust our setup after this game, and then I think I'd like to play at least one more game. I'd like to play a few more games if possible, but I may have to check if I'm needed in the world. Dropping the white. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Mmm. 8-9 weight. I feel like the 8-9 weight is not too bad. Okay. Hmm. Waiting. Waiting. It's not a bad champagne weight. It's just like there's fewer tiles, so it's a little bit more tedious to wait for. Like, you know, you're just waiting on 1918M. But they're obviously not in particular use. Yeah, and that's furry 10. If I deal in on this, I'm gonna be so pissed. Okay, we're good. Ow. Ow, I just hit my eye with the microphone. Ow. Ouch. Yeah, I'm fine. Hold on. Ugh. Okay, that's not too bad. They have 3 Han. 6K up for them. I'm still 60k up. I just don't want to be in this game forever. Let's see. Okay. 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 Hold on. I'm like trying to shuffle my walking pad out. I Next time I get one of the if I have to ever replace this one, let's get a foldable one cuz it's so bulky. It's less bulky than an actual treadmill, but it's kind of bulky. I've seen ones that like you can fold in half. That might be a little bit easier to like transport, move around, store. Zero green. Okay. Uh there we go. We'll drop the 8M here. Okay. Better. I'm like Mr. Rogers. I'm like taking off my running sneakers that I used to run indoors. Not run, walk. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I'm not running. My number one fear with this walking desk setup I have, I somehow like roll my ankle. High cal. It's so goddamn hot. I know. Um, my number one fear when I walk and talk and stream is that I'm gonna roll my ankle at some point and like fall, clip my chin on my desk, chip a tooth, scream, blood everywhere, and all of you just hear this as I stream. That's like my greatest fear. It's like I fall while doing this because I'm clumsy. So I really try not to go too fast on the thing because I'm just like safety. Safety's our number one priority here at Kiosco. Oh, afraid of accidents? Same, yeah. And that's like hard to explain. Like, hi, doctor. I was being a snake anime girl on the internet, and while I was playing my towel-based anime girl mahjong game, I tripped on myself and cracked my face open on this desk. I don't know why I'm doing this. I There's no rhyme or reason. I think I just got really distracted and just started clicking buttons. Okay. 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 Okay, that's cool. I don't mind. I just didn't want to deal in. Okay. Ooh, nice. They saved themselves. Ooh, they saved themselves good. They still second? Wow. Wow. That's a nice skin. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really like that they did like a schoolgirl theme. It's a little bit sus, but hold on. What happened? Where are you first? That's not. It's normal. It is very normal. We're winners here at Kiosco. Number one in RNG Mahjong game. I'm hoping to Doratanki this if you're wondering what the plan is. But there's also no plan because this is me. This is us. This is us. hit ABC television show. It's probably not even ABC television show. I'm just guessing from the title. This is us. Uh, hit ABC television show. This is us. Let me drop success into us. Success to us west. I think like this is the way. 234 SSK. I was hoping for that. It may take a little bit more to get there, Scooby Speed. I have to say. I have to say that it may take a little bit longer to get there. Up the 7S here. See, look at that 6, 7, 8 possibility that we've lost. Okay. Weirdly long pause on the 2S. Noted. Noted. Hope I don't book a time that's bad for you next time. No worries, dude. I mean, so IC has a tournament that's coming up. I'm probably gonna watch it. I just got like, as I told everyone earlier in the stream, I got way swamped by work. But IC has a tournament coming up. I hope you guys all watch. It's like the first weekend of August. I'm gonna drop this. But IC's so nice. Like IC puts effort into like making it a very international affair. So like he has lots of streamers and participants, players across different time zones, which is really difficult to do. So and I would have been happy to stay up for it, but I can't. I can't now. I know I'm playing Mahjong right now and I'm supposed to be working, but like my brain is like, ugh, that dealing. I know. It's not the worst. It's just slightly disappointing. It's okay. We just need to get one more. We just need to wait this out one more. I mean, I don't really mind that bad. I will mind if they take my first place position though. I would be furious, but you know, then they're just the better player. They're just better than me. What can I say? Nothing. They're just better. I thought you said something about being winners. I know, but here's another truth, Cal. We can't always be winners. But we'll probably win. I mean, like statistically, probably gonna win. Okay, let's just play chill though. Okay. 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 Waiting. I don't want bamboo. Okay. Cut 9 to get the Tanya. Yeah. But I thought that might happen, so we could have a 3-sided wait. I don't know. This might backfire. What a wait. Yeah. It's awkward. It's just like 5p to still get the IPK. Yeah, possible. It's a funny little hand, I'm just gonna say. 7p deals in 100%. Okay, thanks. I've never seen this weight shape before. I live to provide you all things that you've never seen before. A snake that is also a horse. A hand that is also ridiculous. You know, like a little off the top there. Get my points back, so I'm back over 50k. Okay. I think North drop first. Okay. 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 Hope you're doing another game after this. Just gotta get something to eat. Lurk. Oh. Oh, I might have to go back to work. Like I just like took a little sneak peek of the messages on my phone and I may have to go back to work, which I know. I know. How dare my job get in the way of my job? uh Sorry, I was waiting for someone to respond to a question that I had at work so that I could continue my project. And also I was barely alive earlier today. I know, it's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. If only I could spend all day playing video games. It's also my dream. One day. One day when I'm retired, I'm just gonna just play games all day and chit chat. I know. Oh, big sad tears, big baby tears. It's okay. We'll hang out again. We'll hang out again. You get to watch me make some major wins and major losses again someday. Oh, it'll happen. West drop. Skip. Hmm. Hmm. A little wishful thinking with the 3P. I already dropped a 4P, but if I get the 2P, I'm like in a pretty good position here. The thing is, like, how many more 2Ps are there? Not that many, right? Because there's one. Oh, this better be a small hand. It's two Han. One Han. One Han. Haha. Well, they stole second, so that's all they needed. Nice. Okay. All right, chums. I'm sorry to say, I gotta go. I gotta go do my real work. I'm a little bit more awake now, so it's kind of like time for me to go. It is time for me to go. Mm, does anyone I know? I don't think anyone I know is like playing something that's related, so we might just go. At least you ended on a good note. Yeah, we did end on a good note. I'm just gonna say thank you so much for hanging out. Let's do this again sometime. Thank you for Kill Me Star for following today. You know, if you want to drop me a follow, always appreciated. Thank you to We Rummy for resubscribing again. And mainly thank you for keeping me company on my like manic yap fest after like walking for 2 miles plus and like drinking a ton of coffee and water and playing all this mahjong. It really made me feel better from this morning when I felt really brain foggy. So I hope you have a really good rest of your day, night as well. Take care. Take care. Don't stay up too late. Go to bed.